Oh, hello, internet fans, and welcome to 3B Video. I'm your host, Rottin Roger DeMarco, and today we're going to be talking about Wes Craven's 1991 classic, The People Under the Stairs.
He called me a fool, he's a fool.
If you guys watched my top 5 horror films from 1991, you saw that this made the cut. But if you haven't, click one of those. But either way, for those of you that don't know about this film, here is your plot synopsis. A group of thieves break into their landlord's house, only to discover that the landlords are crazy, terrible people. There's a little bit more to it than that, which we'll get into in a minute. But first, let's take a look at
Rottin Roger's Splatter Facts.
We have 5 dead bodies. We have 0 titties. We have gratuitous child abuse, the old okey doke basement o' terror, hand eating, dog shocking, gimp suit daddy, pants sniffing, comical head trauma, soul dolls, blood slipping, 1 body pit, 1 dead dog, vent elbow drop, and money sploding. The methods of death include but are not limited to scared to death, gunshot, blown up, and stabbed. Okay, so now on to my overall thoughts of the film, guys. This is one of those really quirky horror comedy movies that I just sort of gravitated towards as a kid, and I think the main reason that I did so was because the lead in this movie is a kid, played by Brandon Quentin Adams, who you might recognize from Mighty Ducks. The thing about this film that's so amazing for me is even at a young age, when I was a kid and watching this movie, that Wes Craven social commentary seeped through and even got into my wicked young brain, and I was watching this movie going, that is not right. I do not like what's happening. These people are horrible. You know, like 99% of the horror films that I watch are responsible for shaping the personality that I have or the morals that I have, which is kind of weird when you think about it, but I owe a lot of my morals to Wes Craven. Don't rape. That's bad. Don't kill little kids or touch little kids. That's super bad. And also treat everybody awesome. And build a super smart robot that can help you do all your shit, like remakes. The craziest thing about Wes Craven is most of his films find some sort of truth in reality. Like he based Nightmare on Elm Street off of sleep deprivation deaths, I think in the Philippines. And this movie is sort of loosely based on this story that Wes Craven read in the newspaper about a family who kept their kids locked up and hidden away from view. And they were investigated because people were missing in the neighborhood. And when the police finally converged on this house, they found children that they didn't even know that this family had.
Weird stuff, man.
Hairless pets. Weird. Ghostbusters 2 reference, deep cut. I love everything about this movie. I love that the house is so full of booby traps. I love that the house is so soundproof that you can run around in a gimp suit with a shotgun, shooting at teenagers and no one outside can hear it. But these booby traps really are Kevin McAllister level. Who would soak a rope in kerosene? A Home Alone reference, deep cut. This movie's extremely quotable and you can't help but watch it and get kind of sucked into this world. And all of these weird things that these people say sort of become a part of your everyday life. Got him! I got him, 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 I got him! Maybe the president's gonna make me Secretary of Pussy. Where does that come from? I don't know, but I love it. It's hilarious. Shout out to my man Ving Rhames for killing it in this movie. And the best thing about this movie is that it's very, very scary, but it walks this line with the tone, where 1 minute it's extremely frightening, and then all of a sudden, fool is fist punching a dog in the face. Or weird things like that just make me laugh and kind of take me out of the horror for a minute. And that's one thing that Wes Craven really specializes in. You're scared? Let's put a little bit of comedy in here. You're scared? Let's punch a dog in the face. But it's a dog puppet. I've seen way worse dead dog props. Shout out to my man Evil Dead Inks. This is a movie that I hold near and dear to my heart. And I don't really have anything negative to say about it. So, in my personal opinion, this movie is 100% popcorn as fuck. Because this is just a really fun movie with way more to say than what's just on the surface. And I'm aware that out there, in the real world, people might see a movie called The People Under the Stairs from the early 90s and just be like, no, I don't think so. That seems stupid. But in here, in 3B video, this B movie is the movie. But I suppose I should probably get going because, after all, there's a lot of movies out there and somebody's got to watch them. So why not me? Plus, I wonder if I can pre-order tickets for that Jordan Peele remake.